Okay, well, my kids took my phone to play with yesterday while I was working, which was fine because it let me work. So I got a few things done. I'll show you just a second. Check the electrical. I've got my wire coming up from below in the basement, up into it, and then out again and into the wall where it goes behind here and across up to this other GCFI. Also, when I cut this out, I cut into a stud and made a huge mess. And so then when I tried to cut the lath on this side, it vibrated so much that all this crumbled. So yeah, this is working with lath and plaster, which has been a real pain in the butt. Anyways, today I am going to get this switch box fixed up to control the fan and light, which my hole is there, that I'm gonna have to get up on the roof and do some stuff up there. And then I'll drill a hole for our pot light above the shower. And then once I'm done with that, I can work on the pot lighting in here and the vanity light. So I'm gonna have to put a few junction boxes downstairs as well in the basement. Maybe just one, we'll see. All right, I'm down in the basement and I am putting a junction box together. If this phone falls, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it won't break. But I've got all three of my lines from upstairs coming into this box. And then I'm gonna have one line that's gonna go to the circuit breaker. There. Well, that's about an inch. We want about a half inch off each one of these. So pretty. Two wires coming in there, one coming from there, and then our one that's going to the circuit breaker coming out right here. Okay, so I have some stuff I've done yesterday. I worked a long day and got a bunch of stuff done. I'm gonna check it out. All right, so I wired the two that's coming up from the basement. I wired the two switches that are going to both the fan that I installed and put the roof cap on. And it works separately, the fan and the light, and when that light comes on, this light that is going to be in the shower will also come on. And yes, I made a mess of that. But I learned where the stud is through making that mess. So now my new fan that's going to go over the bathtub, which I learned I have to do, will be in the right position, and hopefully I won't make a mess of it. And I'll have to do another roof cap for that one. And both of my GCFI outlets are functional. I put in the new circuit breaker downstairs in the panel, and everything is working. So today my plan is to get, of course it's off right now, but to get this wire coming out from the basement and wire the vanity light, some pot lighting up here, I'm gonna get rid of that, and the fan. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna start the construction on that hole up there right now, and I'll video that. I got everything wired for today. I have made mistakes. Oh, I have made mistakes. For instance, right behind me here, you'll notice mistake number 10,000, where I cut a hole that is the same size as my little housing here. So it can't stay on, so I gotta fix that somehow. We'll see. But I have everything wired. These are gonna be my vanity light, my pot lights, and my fan. For this room, there's the big ugly hole I have to make to get this all done. Pot light holes, there'll be 4 of them. That light will go away. That's for the fan that's gonna be above the bathtub. And everything is wired. So, I have Indy right now. I'm babysitting. Hi, Indy. She's watching me work. she probably will not tolerate that swing for much longer. So I'm gonna try to get some of these pot lights in. We'll see how we do. And they're LEDs, so they're good. This little thing will connect to, each one has a little box for the wiring. This guy. So I'll wire those wires into here. And then this little guy will just snap into that. Male, female parts there. All right, this is the breaker I put in. I didn't have any space left in the panel, so I replaced an existing 20 amp one breaker with one that has two. So this is the new bathroom. Turning it on. And I had to replace this. We're gonna have to replace. I don't have my vanity light in yet, but it's still sitting there. Lights, and I have lights, and I have a dimmer. They can get real bright. Look at that. And then dim, and then we've got these switches. My light, and then my fan, which also turns on that light. Everything works, including the fan that I put in here as well. So my electrical is pretty much done. I just have to buy the light for the vanity, and now we're working on plumbing.